Parents are very concerned these days that their child will be pursued by a predator when they are online. This has gotten enormous attention from the media. And the Berkman Center at Harvard, which is a think tank that studies children and media, has established that in fact, predators online are relatively rare, and that there has not been a significant increase in predatory behavior through the internet. The most common form of predatory behavior remains a person that the child knows, a relative, a neighbor, a friend, and one thing we can all learn from all of the media attention in the Jerry Sandusky case at Penn State is that the most dangerous form of predatory behavior is someone that your child and maybe your family trusts. And so it's very important not to get distracted by all the media attention to predatory behavior online and really focus on that children are most vulnerable to people that they know. There has been enormous media attention to cyberbullying, and parents ask me, is cyberbullying on the rise? Is it a common occurrence? Is it something that they should be very concerned about when their children are online? Certainly cyberbullying is a problem, but the issue really is that offline bullying remains much more common and has a much greater negative impact on children and teens. So although parents should monitor cyberbullying, they should take it seriously when they have evidence that it exists. They should continue to be vigilant and concerned about good old-fashioned bullying that occurs on the schoolyard, in a bathroom, at school, at a friend's house, and in the neighborhood. Face-to-face bullying remains more common and has a much greater negative impact on children and teens. Parents are very concerned that the I generation, the digital natives, some of them are called, their children, are not concerned about privacy, that they're going to leave electronic footprints about where they live and their phone numbers and other personal information. They're concerned that they don't care about their reputation. And the Berkman Center at Harvard, which is a think tank that studies children and media, have established that kids are very concerned about their reputations and very concerned about their privacy. They just have a different understanding of reputation and privacy than their parents do. But they are concerned. They do take steps to protect their privacy and their reputation. But what parents have to understand is they have, in some ways, a more evolved understanding of privacy. They have really more degrees of privacy, and they view their reputation differently, but they are concerned about their privacy and their reputation. Parents feel today, in today's world, that computer literacy is an essential tool for school achievement, for college progress, and ultimately for their employment success down the road. And although computers are an integral part of everyday life, the fact is that computer literacy is certainly overstated in terms of its importance. Most kids can master computers and computer literacy very quickly, and most kids are using computers for entertainment purposes. And so parents really have to understand that they are important, but computer literacy is easily mastered by children, and their success ultimately in the workplace will have to do with their offline skills, their ability to manage themselves and to manage other people and to connect with people and to have good social skills and good problem-solving skills, and not computer literacy. Parents of autistic spectrum children have been told, usually from the time the child was first diagnosed, it could be at 2, that computers and computer literacy will be essential to their development in school, to their ultimately getting a job. And the problem is that most autistic kids interact with computers in very static and repetitive ways. They use the computer to research a subject matter over and over. And the way that they use computers actually increases a lot of their deficits. They use computers to engage in fantasy because they don't have offline lives. They engage in highly repetitive and static kinds of behaviors. And so on balance, children with autism have very negative consequences as a result of their use of computers.